I'm going to be talking about 10 acres out here in Aeneas Valley, Washington. My name's McLaughlin at Wilco. This property comes with a driveway, a pad. It's ready to use this summer for recreational purposes. There's a community well out here, and there's access to power as well. So I'm going to unpack this property in this video. I'm going to answer all of your common questions. I'm going to teach you how you can go view the property and really, like I said, help you understand exactly what we're selling and some of the amenities that come with this. This property truly is ready to use this summer. Come out here on the weekends and go camping. There's a water, it's totally set up, this area is for weekend recreational use. There's a water fill station, there's showers out here, and there is access to a shared well and power. So like I said, it comes ready to start using this summer in terms of recreational use. If you want to build a cabin, that's also an option as well. But this is a beautiful part of Washington, pretty close to Riverside. I'll go through some more of these photos throughout the video and talk a little bit more about the listing. But first I want to show you the location here on a map. We're located pretty close to central Washington, just northwest of Spokane. Here's Republic, Washington, Tonasket, Omak, Okanogan, Brewster down here, and then here's Chelan, okay? So really a cool part of the state. Up in the woods, this is the Aeneas Valley right through here. So really nice location. We've sold a few properties back here and people have been really happy. Talking more about the land itself, like I said, it's 10 acres, you've got a lot of space. Our photographer did a really good job of capturing the property. Like I said, it does come with that driveway. You do have the building pad. It is ready for day one use, okay? It does come with a slide-in camper too. The previous owner left this behind. Looks like the cover's coming off it a little bit. But yeah, the previous owner was a really nice fella. I had conversations about it. The key is hidden somewhere. I'll talk to you. If you are the buyer, we can get you access to the key to get into the slide-in camper. So I do have access to that, and that does come with a sale. Okay, so yeah, again, a really good look at what you're getting here in terms of a property. That's your driveway, that's your future building site, that's your camper site, right? You can bring family and friends out here and go camping. You can do tiny homes. We're having customers do all sorts of things anymore. We see yurts, we see tiny homes, we see storage containers, we see people just out here tent camping or bringing campers out here, right? So there's a wide range of uses in today's day and age, from small tiny homes to full-on cabins, and we'll talk more about that. But property is located in a really pretty location, and it's going to come with a really flexible price tag. So yeah, if it's something you're interested in, this is a great starter land investment. You're getting 10 acres in the woods with trees for a really affordable price out here, and the tow-in camper comes with the property too. You could probably put that on Facebook Marketplace and make $2,500 for that thing right off the rip. So that's something that's going to come with the property. Again, I do have a key to it. For those of you who do end up buying the property, I will provide you access information of where that key is and get that over to you. Here's what the road looks like up there. Like I said, you could pull a camper back to the property, no problem. In terms of the area and facility, I do have photos of the inside of the camper too. You can see that. So we've got all that posted on our website. And then, yeah, our photographer did a good job of kind of mapping this out. Trailers over here, good buildings all right here. The back of the property is steep, and I'll show you exactly what we're talking about there. So this is the property here on this main road. If you're going to go access it, I really highly recommend using Onyx Hunt. I have the elite version, which shows these property lines, but this one's going to be really easy to find. All you have to do is plug these GPS coordinates right into Google Maps, and it's going to bring you right to the property on this road right here. Okay, and you'll be able to see this driveway and where this opening is. But then the back half of the property definitely slopes down. If we take a look at that, right? Those are where your views are coming in from. So about half the property slopes down, but that first 5 acres is a really nice piece of land up top up here. So this the first half of the property is a really nice section. I'll measure that out for you, just like this. So this is going to be about 5 acres, really nice usable area in this front half of the property. Then it does start to slope down. Not saying you can't use it, but more than likely people are not going to build a long driveway to the back of the property for those views. You can really see those from the site anyway. So moving on from that, I really do recommend using Onyx Hunt for your land viewings. You can see people have built out here. We've got the driveway and the camper pad in there. So there's a multitude of uses out here. There's anywhere, like I said, there's cabins, and then there's people just using these properties for campsites. So here's a property. This person did build that long driveway all the way back there. They probably have really nice views from the top of that property. Here's another kind of tiny home back here. So that's the type of area you're in. Here's some more people that have built down here too. In terms of the location and the amenities offered with this area, It is in a HOA. It's called Sun Ranches, which is a really hands-off HOA. The main purpose of Sun Ranches is to provide some amenities, shared well, water fill station, shower facilities, and a community hall with internet access. So, right, if you're working remote, this is a great opportunity to get out here in the woods, spend a few weeks, go back home, right, in your camper, in your Sprinter van, things like that. So in terms of the HOA, it's only $137 a year. I have their website linked right here. You guys can go look at the plat maps, covenants, and bylaws. Like I said, camping's allowed, recreational use is allowed, and building is allowed. So like I said, you're gonna have bathrooms, you're gonna have showers, you're gonna have water access, there's access to power out here. So, in terms of development, it's all in place for you. If you do wanna develop, if you do wanna build, if you do wanna hook up and use those amenities, if you don't want to, that's fine. You can come out here and camp. You're not forced to. It's not a strict HOA like that, okay? So that's about the majority of the story of this property. Like I said, copy and paste these GPS coordinates, plug them right into Onyx Maps. That's going to be how you're going to find this piece of land. You can also plug it into Google Maps, but just be careful. It might take you in from this back way. You want to be accessing the property from Chopaka Way East right here, okay? So that's going to be your access point. Just study your maps before you go out to properties like this. Should be pretty easy to find. I really do think investing in Landglide, Onyx Hunt, some of these apps to help you show property boundaries is going to be worth your time, especially if you're viewing property out here like this. So give us a call if you have any questions. I do have a lot of other listings out here in Washington I want to share with you guys at the end of the video. They're pre-built. There's camper sites, all that good stuff showing up in Washington. I've got property out in the Olympic Peninsula. I've got really affordable campsites out in Waterville, Washington. These are also great RV camper sites, tiny home storage containers. I've got property up in Glacier, Washington. Then I've got a bunch of 20-acre lots out in McNeil Canyon, Chelan area. They come with driveways, building pads, camper pads, things like that. So these are really cool properties that we put together, just across the river from Chelan, Washington, within 20 minutes of downtown Chelan. They're really great spots to pull a camper up to. Give us a call if you have any questions. You can reach us here at 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.